Becky and Emma meet at a party. They're in line to the bathroom, but one of them is not human. Can you tell which one? You need to look at the girl's reflection in the mirror. Becky, on the left, has a weird shadow, but is still human. Emma's shadow, on the other hand, reveals she's actually a vampire. Vampires don't have shadows, remember? And do vampires even need to use the bathroom? Well, I can't answer that. Dan was walking his dog when a flower pot hit him on the head. He felt very dizzy and suspected that one of his neighbors had thrown the pot on purpose. He knocked on his neighbor's door to find out if they had done it, but the neighbor said they had just returned home less than 3 minutes ago. However, Dan saw something that proved they were lying. What was it? Well, the neighbors had something boiling on the stove when Dan arrived. Such a large pan doesn't boil in less than 3 minutes. They were definitely lying. 3 people were walking down the street when they saw a car parked in a prohibited place, with the alarm going off. A police officer stopped the 3 of them and asked whose car it was. They all claimed the car was theirs. Which one was lying? The man in the suit is wearing a badge, and the same badge is hanging from the car's rearview mirror. There's also a university sticker on the car, which matches the one on the girl's notebook. They must be family and own the car. The delivery man is the one who's lying. One evening, at around 8 p.m., Henry decided to have dinner. When he walked into a restaurant, a customer and a waiter were arguing. The customer insisted that he had ordered soup, while the waiter said the customer had only ordered tea. Henry noticed something that immediately revealed who was lying. Can you figure it out? The customer is lying. Behind him, there's a huge sign that says the restaurant only serves soup from 1 to 4 p.m. So, no soup for you. Mandy was at the zoo when she had her handbag snatched. She didn't see the thief's face, but she noticed that he was wearing a zookeeper's uniform. Now, take a look at these 2 zookeepers feeding the animals. Which one is the thief? The thief is the one on the right. He's trying to feed a rhinoceros a piece of meat. This clearly shows he knows nothing about animals, since rhinos are vegetarians, thank goodness. It's Cindy's first day at her new job. Take a look at the picture. Can you tell who Cindy's boss is? I know he looks pretty young, but it's the guy on the left. His blazer is on the boss's chair. It was a lovely spring morning, so Margaret took her daughters to the park. She left her bag right beside her next to a stranger. After a few minutes, she noticed the bag was stolen. Can you figure out who the thief was? The person came out from the bush behind the bench where Margaret was seated. He was very quick, but you can still see the bush moving. Bernard is the owner of a meat shop downtown. He sells really expensive meat. That day's special was a premium bacon worth over $500. During the rush, he was so busy attending to customers that he didn't notice someone had stolen the bacon. Who's the thief here? It's the guy in the suit. The dog is sniffing his bag as if there's some bacon inside it. He's definitely the one. Tim always takes his lunch to work, but that day someone stole his burrito. He interviewed his colleagues to find the culprit. Helen, his boss, said she ordered sushi that day. Joe, who's highly allergic to gluten, said he brought his own food. And Beth, another coworker, got a salad from the cafeteria. Take a look at the picture and find the culprit. It was Joe. His hands are severely swollen because he's allergic to the gluten in the burrito. Laurel, a high-profile detective, was leaving the supermarket when the police came rushing in asking for her help. A woman had robbed a jewelry store and was seen walking into that building. Can you tell which one of them is the thief? Take a look at the second cashier's long-sleeve shirt. It has a very shiny diamond necklace peeking out of it. She's most certainly the criminal. The airport police are having a lot of trouble these days. Many convicts escape prison and are trying to leave the country as fast as they can. Take a look at this image. Can you figure out who the fugitive is? It's the lady on the right. Although the woman in the wanted poster is blonde, she must have dyed her hair brown to try to get through security. But her lips and freckles are exactly the same as in the picture. Mabel's boyfriend decided to test her on how well she knew him. Each time she answered correctly, she would get 2 points. Each wrong answer would make her lose 2 points. He asked her 5 questions in total, and Mabel got 4 of them right. How many points did she score? Six points. 4 correct answers gave her 8 points, minus 2 points for 1 wrong answer. Isn't that a great relationship? You're dating a mathematics nerd. On your first date, he takes you to an ancient site and shows you the inscriptions marked on a wall. The inscriptions consist of a sequence of numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. But the other numbers are blurred. He asks you if you can figure out which numbers come next. Can you? The numbers that follow would be 13, 17, 19. This is a sequence of prime numbers, which can only be divided by 1 and themselves. When you arrive at the door of an old temple, the guardian of the temple gives you a vase with this equation written on it. It's your task to figure out the result. What's the answer, genius? The answer is XX, or 20 in our language. IX in Roman numerals stands for 9, while XI is 11. So the total sum is 20. Phil was the guardian of an ancient pyramid. Phil? Okay. He wrote a code down so his successors could find a hidden chamber. But he tore the note to make it more difficult for his enemies to find it. He tore it into 3 pieces, then took one of the pieces and tore it into 3 again. In the end, the note was divided into 9 pieces. How many times did he tear the paper? Four times. After the first rip, there were 3 pieces, then 5, then 7, then 9. Liam asked his brother to solve a riddle. If he got it right, he'd get $50. He told his brother that if he tripled the number he was thinking of, then added 6, he'd get 21. What was the number Liam was thinking of? The number was 5. 5 times 3 equals 15, plus 6 equals 21. Hey, time for blackjack, huh? That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.